Actually, just as we jump into this here, thank you so much to a new fresh subscription coming in from Mustard Cucumber. Thank you very much for the sub, Mustard Cucumber. Appreciate it. I'm going to pump you up a balloon right now as we introduce our players here. Again, guys, it's very difficult for me to kind of bring you guys... Oh my god, what the fuck happened to this thing? There we go. It's very difficult for me to bring you guys... I don't know why this thing is... This fucking pump's making so many weird noises now. I fucked it. What did I do to it? How did I break it? I've just been pumping up balloons. That's literally what it's made for. Oh my god. This is because of you, Mr. Cucumber. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, people asking about, will we see this guy's games? Will we see that guy's games? Like I say, I'm going to try and get as many of the replays of the qualifying round for tomorrow as possible. I'm going to try and get as many of those as possible, but I can only do so much. If I can't get the replays, I can't bring them to you. It's really difficult as well to kind of jump between players and stuff, kind of mid-series or between matches, because people start at different times and all of that as well. So, well, with that said, let's kick this off and see what is going to happen in game number 1 of this series. So the top left-hand side, our orange Protoss player from RotterdaM is RotterdaM. And to the bottom right-hand side, our blue Zerg player from Storm Gaming is Zanster. So if you win this, you qualify into the group stages tomorrow, which is the top 16, which is essentially WCS Challenger. If you just give me a moment to confirm, top 16 do get $400 and WCS points. So winning this match wins you $400 and already WCS points as well. So that's pretty sick. But of course, from there, you can also keep on winning. You get more money every round you advance, and most importantly, top 4 qualify to WCS Leipzig this month, at the end of this month. So look forward to all of that, as we do see the early build order from Zanster is a very fast Rotor, and this feels like something Roddy is very susceptible to. You know, he scouts the initial hatchery and goes back home. He opened Nexus first, so his Cyber Core is delayed. It feels like this is the sort of thing Roddy's very weak against, because also he likes to throw down a Stargate. Over Stargate being thrown down, he then builds a Phoenix, which is not going to help defend. But I guess we'll see here in a moment or two just how exactly this will go. As we are going to be seeing the shield battery coming up, the Rotron to finish. And again, Roddy doesn't keep on trying to poke around with the probe. He doesn't check the third hatchery. He just leaves. And because of that, he might be in a lot of trouble here, because he just doesn't realize probably that there's a whole bunch of roaches being made. Link speed behind this means that Zanster will just flood with Zerglings as a follow-up. So a very aggressive opening right now in this game number 1. Zanster looking for a quick win. Well, you know, if Roddy sees this and you can get out, see, even just like, I mean, that's the thing, like a Phoenix is just the worst possible choice he has to kind of make here, because if he goes Void Ray, it shuts down the roaches. If he goes Oracle, it shuts down the Lings. Anything helps him out right now more than a Phoenix, honestly. One of the big things is that he does have multiple pylons at the front, which means that this Stargate is powered from multiple directions. Oh my god, what did he see? He builds a Void Ray! Oh my god, Roddy. He's actually building a Void Ray. I cannot believe it. He's actually gonna go... Oh my god, well this is huge, of course, because a Void Ray onto these roaches will clean them up very easily, and now he's going to start to see this. I mean, there's a shield battery to help hold the front for a little while as well. A Corrosive Vial, I mean, maybe the targeting the shield battery is something you can do here for a moment or two. And he continues to wall off. I mean, the first Void Ray is here, and there's the Prismatic Alignment. Corrosive Vial, what on? Pylon to the left side, because he's just trying to break through. Roddy's continuing to wall off, but he loses it now. Risk Ravager now being targeted a little bit, but wastes the Prismatic Alignment on the Void. Second Void Ray on the way up. Another pylon will finish to keep this Stargate powered here, but that'll be targeted pretty quickly as well. And more Zerglings are beginning to flood across the map. Roddy still has a pylon at the front, though, that is powering, and actually more pylons in the back are continuing to power up. Probes pull in. He can afford to lose quite a lot of probes here, honestly. And using the probes to buy a bit more time to get another Void Ray out. I mean, he needs the second Void Ray, he needs to prop Prismatic and clean up these roaches ASAP here. Roddy only just now goes down to an equal worker count, and as extra gateways finish up, he can warp in units to help him defend his probes. He's just losing so many probes, though, and that's the biggest issue of all. I think these Void Rays are good, but are they good enough? Down to 8 workers, and now Zanster begins to... I mean, down to 5 workers, and now Zanster begins to drone up GG from RotterdaM. And I think what fell apart for him a little bit here was that he just didn't versus Zanster. To the top right-hand side, our orange Protoss player from the Roddy army. It is the orange Protoss player, RotterdaM. And to the bottom left-hand side, our blue Zerg from Storm Gaming is Zanster. Again, this is really, truly just Roddy in the last game, I think. I mean, looking back on this, the Void Ray came out. He targeted down one Roach very nicely. He just needed to target down kind of more Roaches. He pops Prismatic, and then again, he wasted a lot of time attacking the Ravager, whereas the Roaches would drop so much faster. And just getting rid of as many Roaches as possible. There's a moment where he missed the wall as well, so Ling started to get in. And then he just kind of had, you know, he just didn't clean up in time. He didn't have any gate units because he started to lose all his workers, and that unfortunately was a little bit unfortunate. I was so close to being a hold as well as the Nexus first for the kind of the 5th time in a row, I guess, in terms of what we've seen from Roddy so far. I was going to see that Nexus coming up, and we'll see what his follow-up will be as a hatch gas pool from Zanster for him to get established here in game number 2. God damn it, my headphones are crackling and making some weird-ass static sounds. It's pissing me off right now, I'm not going to lie. It's actually driving me freaking crazy. I'm like, just hearing these like little crackles in my ears. I'm like, no, please stop. Alright, well, we have to see where we continue on. Gateway on the way up. I mean, Roddy has done this multiple times so far, and we're kind of very familiar with how he likes to open in the very first few seconds. We'll get to see maybe which build he's going to choose here for game number 2 against Zanster. Just getting set up, a hatchery coming down on the 3rd base. So already getting that hatchery set up. A few probes pulling in towards this assimilator here as well on the top side in the main. We're just going to be seeing the Cybernetics core continue to come up as well. So Cyber core coming through, and when that finishes, we finally get to see the tech choice here of RotterdaM. Get to see just exactly what he would like to build up here on Blackpink. 3rd hatch comes down from Zanster as well. So getting that 3rd hatch set up and rolling, and really, I guess, a bit more of a standard game to get us started here next time around. Got Stargate coming on up, and we are just going to be seeing the Adept going to be popping out as well in a moment or so here from RotterdaM. Probes continue to be chrono boosted out, and just going to be seeing the Stargate again continue to come on along. There's a Rotron once again from Zanster. I mean, that's super fast. So is he just going to do the same again? Really? I mean, that would be kind of a little bit of a shocker, I have to say. If he was to go Rotron a 2nd game in a row, it would really be something a little bit crazy here. Well, 6 Roaches are coming on up. Does Roddy go Void Ray again? He goes Phoenix this time, and obviously last time he went for the Void Ray, right? And he wasn't able to hold on. I really feel like this time with the Phoenix first, he loses that chance again. It's not like this Phoenix is even going to scout what's coming, because the Phoenix is going to come out, it's going to kill this Overlord, and, you know, it's not going to go across the map. It's not going to see the Roaches. As we are going to be seeing the Phoenix working its way through this Overlord already, starting to do a little bit of damage. Warling's on the way up, and the Twilight Council starting to build as well here in the main base. I'm just going to see Roaches and Lings pushing across. Zanster's really not wasting time with his aggression here, as now we see Roddy going to shade backwards. He is kind of setting up a wall behind this, but a 2nd Phoenix again definitely does not help him to defend this in any way, shape, or form. Only 1 pylon on the Stargate as well this time. Only 1 pylon on the Warp Gate at the moment too. And now Roddy's going to see this as the shield battery comes in, but not really in time to save anything. I mean, the Roaches are going to do so much damage here, and it's just straight up GG. Roddy doesn't see it coming. It's one of the weaknesses